All right, you guys, so I'm gonna take you 5 minutes over, FYI. If you need to take off, totally fine, I totally understand. Welcome to Studio BAM's mat roller balance class. It's a half-hour class. This class is donation-based, so you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. If you are so inclined, if you need this class for free, it is yours for free. I discount this class at the end 100%, so we're good to go with that. As always, take care of yourself. If you have any limitations, take breaks, do modifications that work best for you. If you have your modifications that work for you, please feel free to use those. I will give some modifications as we go along, but sometimes those modifications don't work for everyone, and if that's your case, just take a break. No big deal. All right, so today, I'm gonna go ahead and start lengthwise on this roller. Roller's behind me here, so I'm gonna get down with you. No graceful way of getting down. Just find yourself on the way down. Just making sure your head and tailbone are fully supported. Thinking about those thigh bones pointing straight out of the hip sockets. Heels in line with the sits bones, feet are pointing straight ahead, so nothing too close to the booty, yeah. Nice functional parallel position with the feet and legs. And then thinking about the center of the tailbone being connected to the roller. Back bottom two ribs also connect to the roller. Pelvis is parallel to the ground, so you're not overly flattening the back, nor overly arcing it. So finding a neutral spine, neutral pelvis that works best for you. From here, see if you can just relax your throat, forehead, jaw, and shoulders the best you can. From here, just take a few inhales to the sides and back to the ribs. And as you exhale, you think the belly, draw the navel in, lightly engage those abdominals, not moving the spine of the pelvis. Inhaling into the sides and the back. Back popping the ribs up. Exhale, sink the belly, draw the navel, and lightly engage those abdominals. Inhaling into the sides and the back. And then exhale, sink the belly, draw the navel in. From here, deep inhale and exhale, float both arms up towards the ceiling, palms will face forward. On the exhale, you're gonna reach this right arm back, keep the ribs dropping down, stabilize the best you can here. Inhaling, arm right back up. Micro movements might happen, that's fine. Exhale, send that left arm back. Inhale, right back up. So balance is not stillness, there's always a little bit of movement there. Exhale, right arm reaches back. Inhale, right back up. And then exhale, left arm reaches back. Ribs are dropping down. Inhale, back up. Pause here. On the exhale, both arms reach back. Ribs drop. Inhale, right back up with those arms. Exhale, reaching both arms back. Inhale, right back up. Exhale, reaching both arms back. Inhale, back up. And then exhale again, reaching both arms back. Inhale, right back up. I'm going to pause here. Now send this right arm back only. Left arm comes forward to the outside of the left thigh. So one arm forward, one arm back. And I just want you to switch those arms, alternating the swinging. One arm up, one arm back. Or one arm down, one arm back. And as you start to swing the arms in a reasonable way, you're going to notice the weight distribution changes here. That's fine. You just want to find as much stability as you can. Fine. Micro movements again are fine. You might just stick with the speed. This might just be enough for you. Otherwise, you can start to pick up the pace a little bit more. When the pace picks up a little bit, reasonably again, you'll notice that the weight distribution gets a little bit different each time. Yeah? And then if you can, you pick up the pace a little bit more. We're just warming up the shoulders and getting that balance really activated. And then if you can, you're going to go one more up. Otherwise, just stay where you're at. Find the speed that works for you today. It may not be super quick, that's fine. It doesn't have to be supersonic at all. You're going to pause with both arms up towards the ceiling. Pause here, reach both arms forward and down to the mat by your side. From here, take a deep inhale and exhale, draw the right leg to tabletop and balance and hold it. Inhale here, exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale here, exhale, scoot the belly, now left leg's going to float up. Inhale, hold, exhale, place the foot back down. Here's an option. So you're going to keep those elbows connected and just float the forearms off the mat. If this doesn't feel right for you, place the forearms back down. It's going to change the balance a little bit. Exhale, right leg floats up to tabletop. Inhale, the foot back down. Exhale, left leg floats up. Inhale, up, back down. Exhale, right leg floats up. Inhale, it back down. Exhale, left leg floats up. Inhale, it back down. Pause. Now keep those arms here. If you need to place them down, totally fine. Deep inhale here, exhale, right leg floats up to tabletop. Hold the leg there. Inhale here, exhale, left leg floats up to meet the right leg. Squeeze those knees together, ankles together, nice inner thigh connection. From here, it's going to drift the thighs and toes forward about 3 inches in front of you. Inhale, right back in. If you need to imprint your spine to protect your back, totally fine. Exhale, send toes and thigh bones forward. Inhale, back in. Doing your best to try to keep neutral if it's available for you. Toes and thigh bones forward. Inhale in. One more time. Toes and thigh bones forward. Inhale back in. Now pause on the exhale. Right toes may reach down towards the mat. Inhale back up. Exhale, left toe taps down. Inhale back up. Exhale, right toe taps. Inhale up. Exhale, left toe taps. Inhale up. One more time each side. Exhale, right toe taps. Try not to bend the knee anymore. Exhale, left toe taps. We're just moving from the thigh. Inhale, right back up. Pause. Exhale, place your right foot back down first. Followed by the left. So both feet come back down. If you had gotten out of neutral, go ahead and reestablish that here if you can, if it's available for you. On the exhale, you're going to flip the right arm out towards the ceiling, palms going to face forward. And you can keep this left elbow connected to the mat if that feels like it's available to you, or leave that forearm down. Exhale, left leg to tabletop. So we have less surface to bounce on, so we just have this elbow now and the foot, right? Exhale, an arm and leg away. Inhale, right back in. Exhale, an arm and leg away. Inhale, right back in. Find the stability. Sink the belly on the exhale, an arm and leg away. Inhale in. Exhale, an arm and leg away. Inhale back in. Exhale, an arm and leg away. Inhale back in. Now pause here. Keep the arm up, keep the leg up. Now with this left elbow, see if you can lift it off the mat. You might place it right back down. You might just with that elbow up and down, or see if you can lift that left arm all the way up. Keep both arms where they're at. Send that left leg forward. Bend it back in. Send the left leg forward. Bend it back in. One more time. Send the left leg forward. Bend it back in. Pause. Bend the left elbow. Place the elbow down. Place the left foot down. Arm comes down and forearm comes down as well. All right. So you're going to connect that right elbow to the mat. Just to start off with, if you want to do that, you don't have to. You can leave it down. Left arm floats up towards the ceiling. Right leg floats to tabletop. Yeah, stabilize here. Deep inhale in here. Exhale, send arm back, leg just forward and away. Inhale, right back in. Exhale, send arm and leg away. Inhale in. Exhale, send arm and leg away. Inhale in. Two more times. Exhale, send arm and leg away. Inhale in. Exhale, send arm and leg away. Inhale back in. Now pause here. Maybe the elbow comes up. Maybe it just does a couple of elbow taps. Maybe that arm goes all the way up. Stabilize. This side's my harder side, so I'm a little bit more wobbly on this side. Send that leg forward and bring it back in. Send the leg forward and bring it back in, or just stay there. Stabilizing. Send the leg forward. Bring it back in. Pause. Bend that right elbow. Place it down. Foot goes down. Arm goes down. Thank God. All right. From here, we're just going to go ahead and rock back and forth on the roller. Head goes one way. Hips go the other way, just giving yourself a little massage here. Yeah, just coming out of this a little bit. And then you're going to find yourself back to the center line. You're going to roll off to one side, use your arms and legs to help you come down to the floor. And for a moment, you can leave the roller there. Don't let it get far away from you. You're going to come right back to it. But go ahead and just hug those knees into your chest. Just for a moment, we need to release it back a little bit from being there. And maybe just place your feet down. Maybe just experience what these natural curves feel like now on the floor. All right, so you're gonna take this roller, you're gonna place it perpendicular to your mat, so crosswise, and then you're gonna get your shoulder blades onto the mat, onto the roller, excuse me. So around the tips of the shoulder blades, I don't want you to be entirely on the ribs here, yeah, so more shoulder blade area. Interlace your fingers, place the palms behind the skull. And from here, you're going to keep your feet flat for a moment, keep your booty down. Do a little extension. So you're going to inhale, lean back any amount for you. You might just see the ceiling. Maybe you see the back of the room, but maybe not. Exhale, nod the head around, spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale, lean back. And exhale, come up, abdominal curl. Inhale, lean back. And exhale, come up, abdominal curl. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, come up, abdominal curl. Right leg floats to tabletop. Inhale, lean back. Now as you exhale, you're going to roll up and twist to the right, left elbow to right knee. Inhale, lean back with the center, stay to that side. Exhale, roll up, left elbow to right knee. May not be very big, it's fine. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, coming up, armpit to knee. Inhale, lean back, last one. Armpit to knee. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, come up through the center, place that foot back down. Now left leg's gonna float up. Inhale to lean back. Exhale, come right back up. Inhale to lean back. Exhale, come back up. You got 2 more like this. Inhale to lean back. Now as you exhale, you're gonna twist, bring that armpit towards that knee and lean back. And again, armpit to knee. And lean back. Armpit to knee. Lean back. Probably added a few abdominals in there that weren't in the first one, that's fine. We got a lot of extra abdominals around. I'm gonna go ahead and twist here. Come back to the center, place the foot back down, and just lean over your roller, just getting a little stretch here. Yeah, allow the ribs to pop up within reason. And you're gonna come right back up. Let's go ahead and move that roller back more to the back of the neck. Yeah, as long as that feels okay for you. Hands to be outside the roller, and just slowly look from side to side here, just for a moment. We won't be here too long. Just see if we can take that tension that might be in the neck out. Good, you're gonna find your head and gaze back to that center line and just start to send that roller back behind you. So for me, there's a part where my head just kind of slides down on its own. And I just control it with my hands so my head just doesn't hit the ground. Just watch out for your hair. If it doesn't feel right, just move the roller out of the way and bring your head down. All right, from here, you're gonna imprint your spine, float both arms up towards the ceiling. You're gonna draw the right leg to tabletop, followed with the left leg. Both legs are up into that tabletop. Lower back is imprinted. Deep inhale here. Exhale, you're gonna round yourself up, keep ball curl. You're gonna draw the right knee into the chest, left leg reaches up long, and you'll switch. And switch. Switch. And switch. 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 And switch. Switch. Scoop through the belly. Switch. Back is imprinted. And switch. One more set. Each side. This is your last one. Bring both knees in. Roll yourself down. Place one foot down, other foot down, and you can bend those elbows and place the roller onto your belly for a moment. Good, we're not done. All right, so you're gonna float the arms back into the ceiling. Back is imprinted, deep inhale in here, exhale right leg to tabletop, exhale left leg floats up to meet the right leg. Squeeze those knees together, exhale, you're gonna round yourself up, keep ball curl. Right into the chest, left leg reaches out long. Take this left armpit, draw it towards the right knee. So try not to twist the roller, armpit to knee, and then switch sides. And switch. So it's the same thing that we do in crisscross with the hands behind the skull. Now you're just trying to bring that armpit to the knee as you twist your torso. And breathe. And switch. Pelvis stable. And switch. Legs parallel. And switch. 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 Both knees in. Roll yourself down. Place that roller onto your belly, feet onto the floor for a moment. All right, so with your feet flat onto the floor, you can walk your feet just slightly forward. This will probably give you a little bit more space for your pelvis. Not too far forward, just a little bit. And you might need to adjust this as we move on. So from here, I want you to float both arms up to the ceiling again. And then I want you to draw your right leg to tabletop and extend that right leg at an angle. This leg's gonna move a little bit perhaps, that's fine. You're gonna reach the arms back behind you. As you nod the head, you're gonna round yourself up, you're gonna roll yourself up to a single leg teaser. What? And you're gonna round yourself down. Leg will travel with you. Arm goes back. Arms come forward, nod the head, round the spine, round yourself up. Yeah, baby. And round yourself all the way down. We got this one more time. And you're gonna round yourself up. Hold here, twist to the right. Center, keep the legs stable. Twist to left. Center, twist to the right. Center, twist to left. Center, stay in the center, roll yourself down. Oh, and then bend the knee, place the foot back down. All right, left leg comes to tabletop. Extend that left leg up towards that diagonal line. Reach both arms back with that roller. You're gonna nod the head around the spine, round yourself up, reaching the roller towards your feet, or the foot, and you're gonna roll yourself down. Arms reach back. Nod the head around the spine, round yourself up. Yeah, and roll yourself down. We got one more. And again, nod the head, bring the arms forward, rolling yourself up. Pause, twist to the left.
Center, keep the leg stable, twist to the right. Center, twist to the left. Center, twist to the right. Center, pause here, round yourself all the way down. Bend the knee, place the foot down. Okay, so you're gonna place the roller underneath the crease of your knees here, the triangle of your legs. And I'm gonna get my sticky mat because my roller does not like to communicate with the mat that I have. So I got a little extra sticky. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and place your feet onto that roller. You can have your arms down to your side. If you'd like a little extra challenge, you can float the arms up toward the ceiling. You can also just take a few reps to see where you're at. Add or subtract those variations that work for you. If the roller is too much for you, just place the feet flat on the mat. Do it without the roller, it's totally fine. Deep inhale in here, exhale, you scoop the belly, curl the tail, and roll up to a bridge. Inhale to top. Exhale, soften, round yourself right back down, only through the back of the body, all the way down. Inhale in here, exhale again. Scoop the belly, curl the tail, and float yourself up. Opening up those hips, knees, hips, and shoulders in one long diagonal line, balancing on your shoulder blades, not your neck. So think about below the collarbone. Inhale in here, exhale, round yourself right back down. Imagine that you have a diamond at your collarbone. Inhale in here, exhale again, scoop the belly, curl the tail, and float yourself up. You want that diamond to shine bright. You don't want that diamond to be hidden by shining into your chin. Inhale in here, exhale, soften, round yourself right back down. Rolling through. If articulating through the spine doesn't feel like it's right for you, flat back up, flat back down is a great option. Deep inhale in here, exhale, scoop, curl, roll up, articulate up. Inhale in here, exhale, round yourself right back down, rolling through. Yeah. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, curl the tail, and float yourself up, roll up. I want you to pause and hold here, keep the hips level and even. Exhale, right leg's gonna float up to tabletop. Inhale, left foot back down. Exhale, left leg floats up, hips are level and even. Inhale, back down. Exhale, right leg floats up. Inhale, down. Exhale, left leg up. Inhale, down. Exhale, right leg up. Inhale, down. Exhale, left leg up. Inhale, down. Exhale, right leg up. Inhale, down. Exhale, left leg up. Inhale, down. Pause, put the hips up a little bit higher. Exhale, soften, round yourself all the way back down. All right, so we're gonna move on. If your arms are up, I would suggest putting them down, but if you find that it's fine, you're gonna go ahead and flip the arms up toward the ceiling again. Deep inhale in here, actually you're gonna float yourself up to the same height bridge. 1 foot at a time, like a log roll, you're gonna start to walk the roller forward, 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 and pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Walk it forward, walk it forward, walk it forward, walk it forward, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Walk it forward, walk it forward, walk it forward, walk it forward, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Last one, walk it forward, walk it forward, walk it forward, walk it forward, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Pause, roll. Press those hips up just to that same height that you've been holding. Hopefully exhale, round yourself right back down. Rolling through. Lengthen out those legs, on or off the roller, your choice. On the roller, maybe you're just doing internal, external rotation. Even off the roller, you might do that. Maybe you're gonna rock and roll the calves out. Might feel good to you. If you can also roll up their hamstrings. You bridge up a little bit. You can either rock back and forth or do internal, external rotation. Might feel good. As long as that feels okay for your body, you find out what works for you. Bridging up doesn't work, don't worry about it. Just keep the booty down. It's not gonna feel the same type of pressure though. All right, so find the roller at your feet again. Keep your booty down and just lengthen out the legs so they're on, your back of your ankles are on that roller. Legs parallel. We're just gonna do a little transition here. Reach the arms up. Inhale in here, exhale. You're gonna nod the head around the spine. You're gonna round yourself all the way up to a seated position. All right, so you're gonna take this roller out. And you're gonna stay with your legs long in front of you. You need to soften your knees, totally fine. But try to have long legs if that's possible. If you have long legs, make sure your heels don't come off the mat. So you want those heels to remain connected. Float those arms forward, squeeze the inner thighs together. Inhale here, exhale, scoop the belly, curl the tailbone, and roll back about halfway. Pause. Inhale here, exhale, and roll yourself right back up to seated position. Inhale here, exhale, and roll back about halfway. Scooping the belly. Inhale here, exhale, and come right back up. Inhale here, exhale, and roll yourself back halfway. Pause. Now you're gonna do a little bit of a rowing, so you're gonna dip down to the right. It's like you're digging into the water, swing it up and around, dig down to the left. Swing it up and around, dig down to the right. Up and around, dig down to the left. So it's almost like if you're thinking of possibly making a figure 8 with this roller, or really thinking about an oar dipping into the water. And keep going. One more time to the left. Come back to the center here. Roll yourself all the way up. And again, you're going to exhale and roll yourself back halfway. Pause. Reach both arms up. Both arms down. Both arms up. Both arms down. Pause. Roll back 1 inch. Both arms up. Both arms down. Both arms up. Both arms down. Roll back 1 inch. Both arms up. Both arms down. Both arms up. Both arms down. Pause. Roll yourself all the way up. All right. From here, you're going to keep the rolling to your hands. I'm adjusting my headset so it doesn't pop out. Both arms forward. Then you're going to roll back about, actually, I take that back. Let's stay upright. You're going to reach the arms up. We're changing this. You're going to twist to the right here. From here, as you twist to the right, you're going to roll back through that left side. Come right back up. Back to center. Twist to the left. Then you're going to roll down that right side. Come back up. Back to center. Twist to the right, you're going to roll back to the left. So you're rolling down that left side of the spine. Coming right back up. And center, twist to the left, roll back to the right. And up, center, twist to the left, last one, roll back. And up, twist to the left, and roll back to the right. Come back up, pause, reach the arms up, hollow forward, reach forward, hands onto the roller or not. Just doing a little forward fold here. All right, so I'm gonna face you. You can face whatever direction you like, but you're gonna come into a Z-sit, just so you can see what this will look like, a Z-sit here, yeah? Again, for me, my hip remains up the entire time. It's always been like that my entire life. It doesn't hurt me, I feel fine, I feel fairly grounded, but if I want to put something underneath, like a towel, or fold a mat up underneath, that's fine. This roll is gonna be to the side of the leg that's externally rotated, right? And so some people's shoulders don't do well with this. If that's the case, you just place your hand on the floor. We do the same type of shape and movement. So from here, I'm gonna do a little mermaid. So you're gonna swing that arm on that roller. Top arm comes overhead. You come to any amount over, coming right back up. Now, if I'm to do this without the roller, I just allow my hand to slide along the mat, and I allow my hand to slide right back up. So lots of options. And slide over. And come back up. Now, if the knees don't feel right here, you can always come to a seated position. Do the same thing here. You're not going to go as far. Yeah? Even cross-legged would work. And coming up. Now, pause here. Now, you're going to switch your torso towards the roller. Again, hands can be on the floor. You can do the same thing here. Now, slide that roller forward. And bring it back. Maybe a little extension up. Slide that roller forward. And bring it back. Now, you're going to slide the roller forward. Back leg will lengthen and bring the knee back in as you bring the roller back in. Slide the roller out, back leg lengthens, and bend the knee to come back in. Now when you slide out, again, back leg's gonna remain out, now lifted up, 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 up. 5, 6, 7, 8, you're gonna come right back, bend the knee, all the way in. Let's switch the roller to the other side. So we're gonna mermaid to the other side. My shoulder on this side is not as stable. Old dance injury, so I don't go over as far. I modify as necessary. Sometimes I even place my hand on the floor. Again, if your hip is up, pat it if it feels odd. You're gonna always come to a cross-legged position or kneeling position. Hands on the roller, you're gonna slide out and come right back up. You're gonna slide out and come right back up. So this hand is in line approximately with that shoulder the best you can. So don't make it to come too forward or too far back. Sliding out and up. Sliding out and up. Now you're going to spiral the torso, hands go onto the roller, and then again you're going to slide forward, coming right back up. A little extension perhaps, and slide forward, and coming right back up. And slide forward, allow the leg to lengthen. Then you come back in, bend the knee back in. And extend that leg as you roll the roller forward, coming right back. You're gonna roll that roller forward, extend the leg, leave it out, lift the leg up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pull that ruler back, bend the knee right back in. All right, so you're gonna leave that ruler there for a moment. Come into a modified child's pose. You're gonna use this roller here to just come out of that for a moment, get a little extra chest opening perhaps. The roller feels like it's too much, out of the roller, place your hands onto the floor. All right, I think we did this last week. I think everyone loved to hate it. So you're gonna come onto your roller, so your shins will be on the roller, not on your knees, but not too far below, not low on the shins. Yeah, so we're gonna come to all fours, keep the toes curled to under, and place the hands under the floor, right? So with the toes on, you'll have a little bit more base of support, so that might be really good for you to be. But try not to arch the spine or overly round it, so you're gonna try to find your relative neutral. Without too much shifting, reach that right arm forward, and bring it back. Toes on or off, left arm reaches forward, bring it back. Now, right leg's gonna stretch out behind you. Hips are level and even, bring it right back. Left leg stretches out behind you, and bring it back. Here we go. Left arm reaches forward this time, and bring it back. Right arm reaches forward, bring it back. Left leg stretches out, bring it back. Right leg stretches out, bring it back. Here we go, right arm, left leg. Everything comes back. Left arm, right leg. So you might do a toe tap, which I did on that side, because I got a little off balance. Hand and knee come back in. Left arm, right leg. Sorry, right arm, left leg. Excuse me, switching. And come back. And the left arm, right leg. Mine's working overtime. Bring it back. Last set, right arm, left leg. Hold here for a little bit longer if you can. Shaky, shaky, bring it right back. Left arm, right leg. Bring it back. Pause, climb down off. Find yourself back to that child's pose again. All right, so deep inhale in here, it's gonna roll yourself up and you'll pull that roller back towards you. So we have there's a couple different options here for this next. We're gonna go into more all fours and possibly a plank depending on where you're at today. So the roller's gonna go more right now. Let's move it to the right side of your mat that's gonna be in front of you. And your knees should pass the roller. So you notice I'm gonna roll the roller back and forth here without touching my knees. So my right hand's gonna go on somewhere onto the roller, probably midway onto the roller. And then all you're gonna do, let's just do this here in this all fours, you're gonna pass the roller to the other hand. And again, you're gonna pass and pass. Yeah, so this might just be where you're at today, and that's fine. Otherwise, let's come back to the right. This time, left leg goes out, ball foot on, pass the roller, and switch. So it's a little less stable, and pass. And pass. We'll end to the left and pass. Bring that left knee in, right leg goes out, and you're gonna pass it again. And pass. So just because I'm using this speed, you can go slower. I wouldn't go faster. And to the right, place that knee back down. So you can stick with those variations. Otherwise, one leg out, other leg out, you're in your plank, maybe widen the stance of the feet a little bit, and you're gonna pass it and catch it. Pass it, 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 catch it. Last set, and to the left, hold. Bend the knees, come back down. Find this child's pose with the roller. If you feel like the roller's too much, just opt out of it. You might be like, I'm done with the roller going, thanks for the option, but you can send it away. If you're still using that roller, go ahead and send it away. And you're gonna go ahead and find yourself to an all fours position. Curl those toes under, strong arms, strong belly. Elevate the knees off the mat at quarter inch and hold here for a moment. Pike the hips up towards the ceiling, drop the heels down towards the mat, any amount. Legs might be super long, they might be bent, totally fine. Find what works for you today. Shoulders widen down the back. Sending the hip points, sits bones up towards the ceiling, and you're out. Deep inhale in here, exhale, start to walk the hands back towards your feet. Maybe the knees need to bend, maybe they don't. Maybe the hands touch the floor, maybe the hands need to go on the shins or thighs. Find what works for you today. Shake your head gently, no. Nod your head gently, yes. Find stillness in the skull and the neck. Bend your knees so maybe the front 2 lower ribs connect to the thighs, maybe they don't, it's okay. Deep inhale in here, asking you to scoop the belly, curl the tailbone, start to roll through the spine, stacking one backbone on top of the other, all the way to an upright standing position. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, roll them up and then slide them down the back. Find weight into those feet, shoot the crown of the head through the ceiling, getting nice and tall. Exhale all the way out. And you are done. Good job, you guys. I'm gonna come back to you, see if there's any questions you need to take off. It's totally fine, I get you. But just coming back, seeing how things are going here. How's everyone doing? You're welcome. Yeah, any questions? Okay.